Welcome to day 20 of 30 Days of Yoga with Jesslyn. Today we're going to take it to the mat and we're going to do a few things that we've done in the past. We're going to use a little bit of the weights, we're going to use our strap, and we're really just going to combine them all together for a good 20-minute full body workout. So let's get to the mat. Alright, so let's start at the top of our mat, and I'm going to do some of those modified burpees to get us warmed up for today. So coming to the top of our mat, standing in Tadasana or mountain pose. Let's start with just the simple burpee with the push-up and coming back up. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back. Drop to your knees. Exhale, push up. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, step forward. Inhaling up. Let's do it again. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back. Exhale, knees to push up. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, coming up. Again. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. All the way down, step back, knee push up, down dog, step forward, inhaling up. Let's add a little bit of a modification with that, with our leg up in the air in the down dog. Exhaling down, inhale, step. Now you can go into your chaturanga if you want to take a little bit one step further from your knees. Chaturanga, down dog. Inhale the right leg up, bring it in on the exhale. Inhale comes back up and down. Inhale the left leg. Exhale, come into almost going into a runner's lunge, but hold it there, coming back up on the inhale. Exhale down, coming forward. Inhale up. Let's do that one again. Exhale down. Stepping back. Chaturanga. Down dog. Inhale that right leg up. Exhale, bring your knee into your chest. Lift your ribs, lift your abs. Inhale, it comes up. Bring it back down. Left leg goes up. Left leg comes into your chest, lifting high in your abdomen. Up. Bring it down. Look forward. Exhale. Inhale, coming up. One more time. Exhale. All the way stepping back through chaturanga. Coming into downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale into the knee into the chest. Inhale comes up. Exhale down. Inhale left leg. Exhale right leg in. Left leg in. Inhale it comes up. And bring it down. And then looking between your hands. Big step or baby steps all the way up. Let's inhale, come up into our chair. Let's hold it here for a breath. Release coming up. Good. So I told you that we're going to be working with our weights today. We're going to be working with our straps and our blocks today. Just doing a little bit of a combination, full body workout. So I have my weights handy. I've got my strap here. So the first thing I'm going to do is go into our chair pose with our weights. So you're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale back into your chair. Hold it again. You don't need a lot of weight here. 1 pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds. Good. Bringing your hands in now, giving yourself a little bit of a rest. Holding either both weights in one hand or just clasping them together. Take your right elbow to left knee. And open and twist. And you can actually open both of your arms up. The left arm goes up high, right arm down. Breathe. Bring it back into your chest, back to center. Let's take the left elbow over the right knee. Twist, open. Keep breathing here. Bring it back into center. Let's finish off by bringing our arms back up into chair. Hold it for a breath. Release, coming all the way back up. Good. Let's drop our weights back down. We're going to take our strap now. We're going to go into, end up in tree, but what I'm going to do is, again, is we're just going to take a couple of steps to get there. So we're going to our stork pose. And again, if you're fine without using your strap, you can go ahead and not use it. For this one, but if you need to use it, you're going to take your strap around your right knee. You're going to inhale and lift it up. So this one is pretty simple. Sometimes it's easier not to use a strap because if you just want to use your right hand on your right knee, you might need a wall or a chair to hold on to, then you can go ahead and do that. But you can always use that here. I want you to have your strap either, around your neck if you're not using it, just so it's easier to grab, or be using it. Because now I want to take it one step further. You are going to take your strap and place it on the ball of your foot. And then you're going to inhale and your leg is going to come all the way up. And this is, again, if you're finding it difficult to balance, you can hold the strap in one hand and then again using your other arm on a wall or a chair, whatever works best for you. Try to find a spot to focus. Relax those shoulders. Trying to pull it so that your leg is straight. If it is bent, if you can't get it all the way straight, or if it's down here, that's okay. Just find whatever's comfortable for you. And we're going to bring it in. Now we're just going to bring it out and open it up. So the right leg is open to the right side, opening up that right hip. Good. And we'll go into our tree pose. Again, just take the strap because we're going to use it in a second again. Just place it around your neck if you're not using it. Find that spot on your left leg, whether it's your foot is touching the floor and your heel is on your ankle, on the inside of your shin or on the inside of your thigh. Find that spot to focus on the floor, on the wall ahead of you, and make sure your hips are square so that if you put your index fingers on your hips, they should be nice and square. One shouldn't be up higher than the other. When you find that spot and you're feeling grounded in that left leg, you can inhale your arms coming up. Your palms can come to touch. You can keep your shoulders a little bit open, but relax your shoulders down and away. Breathing deeply. Another deep breath. Excellent. Now I want you to take that strap and again place it on to your ball of your foot. And again, you're going to open up straight ahead of you and hold it here for a breath. Again, find that balance, find that spot. You're going to take both straps into your right hand. So right foot and right hand. Take the left hand on your hip. You can have it out to the side for balance. You can also use the chair or the wall again. And now you're slowly going to start to open the hip all the way out to the side. Again, standing nice and tall, grounding that left leg, slight bend in that left knee, slight bend in that right knee. Breathing deep. One more breath here. Good, and release it down. And hopefully if you were able enough and your balance was good today, you were able to do all of that without having to put your foot down on the ground. So let's try that on the other side. If you do need to put your foot down though, please go ahead. So again, we're going to place the strap around our left knee, pull it in nice and tight, or use our hands. Really ground that right foot, spread those right foot toes so they're nice and even on the ground. Good connection. Bringing it in, relax your shoulders, lift the chest. Breathe deeply. Good, now take your strap, place it around the ball of your left foot. Inhale, bringing that left foot out in front of you, nice and straight. Slight bend in that left knee, if not it fully bent if you need it to be. Really trying to pull the hip back into the socket so that you're not pushing forward or too high. You really want to, again, square the hips. Really feeling it sit nice and snug in the socket. One more deep breath here. Good. Bend the knee. Take the strap and let's open the left leg. Left hip is open to the left side. Standing nice and tall, really grounded. Starting to maybe shake a little in that right leg. Now we're going to bring our foot to the inside of our right leg, the sole of our left foot. Again, put the strap around. We'll use it in a second. Square off those hips, find your place to focus. Inhale, your arms are going to come up. And again, wherever you're comfortable, palms touching, fingers clasped. Relax the shoulders, but lift the chest. Spine is long. Try and keep your rib cage down. People tend to want to lift their rib cage up. You want to tuck your tailbone, tuck your sternum in so it's a nice straight line. Elbows nice and straight. And release. You can release that foot. And again, place the strap around. Place the left hand on both straps. Hold the foot straight out in front. And when you're focused and ready, you're going to open left leg out to the left side. And again, counterbalance with that arm if you need to. Bring it onto your hip. Grab the wall of the chair and hold it for a breath. One more breath. Good, releasing it all the way down. All right, so drop the strap down. We're going to go through one more of our burpee sun salutations to get ourselves into plank pose here. So come back to the top of your mat. Inhale, your arms come up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back, and let's hold into our plank pose here. Good. We're going to hold this for a few more breaths. Really engage your core, long from shoulders all the way down to your heels. If you need to drop down to your knees, again, just drop them to the floor, still engaging that core just like you would if you were straight up. Breathing deeply. Good. Now let's roll onto and do our side plank on our left side. Grab that hand weight if you can. And we're going to bring it down and then slowly raise it up. Coming down, raising up. You can drop that bottom knee down if you need to, really engaging that core. 4, 5. We're going to go up to 8, 6, 7. Last one, 8. Hold it up for a breath. Nice and lifted. Good. Drop it down. Come down to your knees. And we're going to do that on the other side. So when you're ready, you're going to come up into your plank pose. If at any time you need to break, pause the video, go into child's pose. Feel free to do so. Roll up your mat, put it underneath your wrists if you need that extra lift. If you've got a sore wrist. You could technically also be doing this on your elbow if you needed to, if you needed a break from the wrist. So hold it here for another breath. And when you're ready, slowly roll on to your left side or to your right side down. Grab that weight and let's lift. 2, good. If you need to drop the knee or stop at any point, go ahead. Two more. Keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe. Really feeling it in the obliques. Hold this last one. And release. Good. Dropping down. Put the weight onto the side. Arms out in front. Coming back into your child's pose. Rolling out your wrist. You did a lot of work on your wrist. Bringing your bum towards your heels. Stretching out long on your mat with your shoulders. Giving them a little bit of a break. One more deep breath here. Good. Slowly coming up to all fours. Let's stretch out the spine a little bit with our cat-cow poses. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the tailbone. Exhale, tuck. Bring it back to neutral and let's go side to side. So bring your right hip or left hip in, look over your left shoulder towards the hip, bring it back to center. Look over your right shoulder, bring your right hip towards the right side, and back to center. And again, just go with your breath. Trying to stretch out our obliques there a little bit. One more on each side. Excellent. Coming back to sit on your heels for a moment. Stretching out those wrists. And let's come to laying flat on our mat, on our bellies. Bring our wrists or hands up underneath our face, resting in crocodile pose with our right cheek on our top hand. Nice deep breath. Bring our arms out in front. Again, you can use the weight like we did last week to lift up, or you can just use no weight at all, just using your body weight. Rest your nose on the floor. Exhale all the air out. And on your inhale, you're going to lift just the upper body off the floor. Keep breathing. And release it down. Place the opposite hand on top, place the opposite cheek down, relax for a breath. Good. Bring your hands now down to the sides, palms facing up, and you're just going to, again, skim your nose across the mat. Exhale all the air out, and then on your inhale, we're going to lift the lower body this time. Inhale, lift it up. Keep breathing and release. Good, we'll rest one more time and then we'll put the two of them together, except we'll keep our arms down and back and not out in front of us this time, no weight. Good, now we're going to get ourselves situated and we're going to lift both upper body and lower body on the inhale. So exhaling all the air out, inhale coming up. Feels much easier coming up on the top when you don't have the weight in your hands. Breathe, one more breath here. And release. Let's go into heart opening or puppy pose, taking our hips over our knees, walking our hands out, bringing our chin or our chest, forehead down to the floor, stretching out. One more breath. Good. Coming onto a seated position now. Sitting nice and tall. Excellent. So we're going to, again, try and go into our lotus pose or our half lotus pose here, just to, again, stretch out our hips a little bit. So straighten out the right leg, take the left leg. We're going to rock the baby here a little bit. So you're going to, again, try and tuck your left foot into your right elbow, bringing the right elbow or the left elbow across the left knee. Spine goes nice and strong, nice and tall, and just try and bring it into your chest and rock it back and forth. Trying to open up the hip. Again, last week we did it like this. We held the foot, held the knee if we needed to. That's all right. You can do that as well if you just find that you can't bring it all the way in. You could even use the strap if you needed to, wrapping it around, trying to just pull it in. cushion that knee and hold it. So that just kind of helps us open the hip and gets us in the right position again, pulling the flesh out, trying to rotate the thigh so it's going inward, and then bringing that foot in as close as you can to that right hip. So the left foot is coming in as close as it can to the right hip and placing it there. There's going to be a gap between your knee and the floor. You're going to just bend up the right leg underneath, and we're just going to hold it in as tight as we can, as close as we can. Again, trying to internally rotate the thigh down so that now your pelvis is tilted forward, that socket is a little bit more open, allowing you to get this knee a little bit closer to the floor. And we're going to sit nice and tall. We're going to place our hands behind our back here. We're going to try and do a slight forward fold. You're not going to get very far, but that's all right. Inhale, exhale, starting to come forward, keeping your hips and your bum grounded and square. Keeping your spine long and your chest lifted. Hold it here for another breath. Inhale, slowly coming up. Good, let's switch to the other side. So take that left foot open and straight. Bring the right foot in again. One leg might be a little bit easier to get it in than the other. One hip might be a lot tighter than the other. You're trying to sit tall, rocking back and forth. Good. Breathe deep. And slowly take that right foot, now that it's in nice and close to that hip, pull the flesh away from your right buttocks, internally rotate that thigh. There's a nice gap again. Bring the left foot in underneath to fill that gap. You might even have a blanket or a block or something else to help fill in that gap a little bit if it's really high still. You may want to sit up on a blanket so that your pelvis is tilted a little bit more forward. You can do that as well. So just find what's comfortable for you. That's going to allow you to sit comfortably in this pose for a few breaths. Inhale, sitting nice and tall. Exhale, again, start to come forward. Opening that hip up even more. One more deep breath here. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release the foot. Let's take it all the way down to the back on our mat. All right. So now we're laying flat on our back. We've got our knees bent. We're going to take the strap up around our right foot again, the ball of our foot. We're going to lift it straight up, and we're going to pull it in towards our chest. Now we've got our knee bent this time. You can straighten out that bottom leg if you like, but if you need a little bit more support in your lower back, you can always have that knee bent up on the left side, whatever is most comfortable for you. We will take the right strap, or the strap in the right hand from the right leg, airplane the left arm out, and again, just open up that left hip, let that foot fall to the, or sorry, the right hip all fall to the right side, as far down as you can get it. Again, my wall's in the way, so I can only go so far. You're looking over your left shoulder, keeping that left shoulder down, trying to relax and just let gravity pull the foot all the way down towards the floor, opening that hip and the groin. To release, you're going to release the strap a little bit, bend the knee, and bring it back down straight on the beside the left, or you can just keep it bent if you're going to keep that leg bent while the left leg is up in the air. Around the ball of the foot, left leg comes in, pull it towards your head, nice and gentle. Keep breathing. Take the left strap in the left hand, airplane the right arm out, opening up all the way to the left side. looking over your right shoulder. Breathing deep. Release the strap, bend the knee, bring it back to center. Good. Bringing your knees into your chest. Rocking, giving yourself a little massage. Grabbing your socks, pillows, blankets. Getting yourself into your corpse pose. Or today, if you like, we can do legs up the wall to finish off. Seeing as we did that the other day. If you want to situate yourself close to the wall, you can end your pose like this today. So again, bums up against the wall, you're in a tiny little ball, the feet are flat with your knees bent, your bum and your feet should both be touching, and then you're slowly going to roll onto your back. You might want a blanket underneath your bum, underneath your neck you can put one as well. You're going to have your palms up on either side, trying to relax your legs, let them be heavy. They probably will shake a little bit in this pose. And if you're really having difficulty with it, you just bend your knees and roll out to the side, or just bend your knees and keep them up against the wall. Up to you. But we'll try and finish off today for a few minutes with our legs up the wall. I'll leave you with one of my favorite quotes from Albert Einstein. Life is like riding a bicycle. To find balance, you need to keep moving. Have a beautiful and balanced Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.